If stiff joints make your mornings slower than they used to be, and if you sometimes dread that first attempt to stand up out of bed, there is a simple 2-minute habit that many seniors say makes their day feel just a little easier. Before you scroll past thinking this is another complicated exercise routine, I want you to stop and listen, because this might be the exact missing piece you have been looking for. Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling a little less like a rusty hinge and a little more like your old self. All without taking a single pill or buying any expensive equipment. This isn't about running a marathon, it is about a tiny, gentle adjustment to your morning. That signals safety to your body and wakes up your mobility in a way that feels kind and restorative. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's really good to see you here today. Whether you are relaxing with a cup of tea or just getting your day started, I want to thank you for taking this time for yourself. Today we are going to open a curiosity loop that might change how you view your body's aging process. We often assume that stiffness and aches are just the inevitable tax we pay for getting older. But what if I told you that a lot of that heavy, stiff feeling isn't actually age, but simply a lack of the right kind of preparation? This daily 2-minute habit is surprisingly simple and can be done anywhere, anytime. Often right from the edge of your bed, yet most people overlook it completely because it seems too easy to work. But stick with me, because as you will soon see, the smallest keys often open the heaviest doors. But here's the part most people don't realize when it comes to joint health. We tend to think that if we want to move better, we have to exercise harder, but for many seniors, the opposite is true. When your body feels stiff, pushing it hard can actually cause it to tighten up more as a protective mechanism. This next insight might surprise you because it goes against the no pain, no gain culture we grew up with. The secret to reducing that morning stiffness is not force, it is lubrication. Think of your joints like the gears of a clock. If the oil has settled overnight, you wouldn't force the gears to spin at full speed immediately. You would gently rock them back and forth to get things moving. That is exactly what this 2-minute habit does. It serves as a gentle warm-up for your synovial fluid, the natural oil in your joints, helping you transition from stillness to movement with much less resistance. Think about that for a second. We spend roughly 8 hours a night lying relatively still. During that time, our body temperature drops slightly, our heart rate slows, and our circulation calms down. It is completely natural to feel rusty after that long period of inactivity. If you've ever felt frustrated by slow, stiff mornings, you are not alone. It can feel discouraging when your body doesn't wake up as quickly as your mind does. You might lie there thinking of all the things you need to do, while your knees and back seem to be protesting. But this 2-minute habit bridges that gap. It is a way of sending a signal to your nervous system that says, we are about to move, and it is safe to do so. Most seniors never think about this, but preparing your body before you put weight on it can change the trajectory of your entire day. So, what does this 2-minute habit actually look like? It is a routine of gentle mobilization that starts at your extremities. Picture yourself sitting on the edge of the bed, feet flat on the floor or dangling just off the edge. You start by simply rotating your ankles. 5 slow circles to the left, 5 slow circles to the right. It seems almost too simple, doesn't it? But here's where it gets interesting. By moving your ankles, you are pumping blood back up from the furthest point of your body. Then, you move to your wrists, rotating them gently. Next, you slowly roll your shoulders up to your ears and back down, releasing the tension that builds up while we sleep. Finally, you gently turn your head from side to side. You are not stretching to the point of pain, you are just exploring your range of motion. This entire sequence takes less than 2 minutes, but it tells your brain that your joints are ready for action. But this next step is the key to making the habit actually work. You have to combine this movement with your breath. Many of us, when we feel stiff or anticipate pain, unconsciously hold our breath. This creates tension in the body, which is the exact opposite of what we want. As you circle your ankles and roll your shoulders, I want you to take deep, slow breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. This deep breathing activates the relaxation response in your body, loosening tight muscles and allowing your joints to move more freely. Some people notice less stiffness after adding small routines like this because they are addressing the tension in their nervous system, not just the mechanical stiffness in their joints. It is a holistic approach that costs nothing but attention. Here acts a pattern interrupt that catches people off guard. We often wait until we are in pain to do something about it. We wait until our back hurts to stretch, or until our knees ache to sit down. But this 2-minute habit is proactive, not reactive. You are doing it before the pain sets in. You are lubricating the joint surfaces before they have a chance to grind. Experts suggest that light movement acts like a lotion for our joints, and applying that lotion in the morning is the best time to do it. It is about staying ahead of the stiffness. If you wait until you are already hurting, it is much harder to get relief. But if you take these 2 minutes right when you wake up, you are setting a foundation of comfort that can last for hours. And here's the part many people skip, even though it only takes seconds. It is the practice of hydration. I know, drinking water doesn't sound like a joint habit, but it is actually one of the most important things you can do. Your cartilage, the cushion between your bones, is made up largely of water. When you wake up after a long sleep, you are naturally dehydrated. If you are dehydrated, that cushion is less effective. So, pair your 2-minute movement routine with a glass of water. Sit on the edge of the bed, do your ankle rolls, do your shoulder shrugs, and sip some water. This combination of movement and hydration is a powerhouse for senior wellness. It flushes out toxins, hydrates the tissues, and gets the machinery of your body ready for the day. Let's dig a little deeper into the mental aspect of this, because this part catches people off guard. When you start your day with a success, even a small one like this 2-minute routine, it changes your mindset. Instead of waking up and focusing on what hurts or what you can't do, you are waking up and focusing on what you can do. You are taking active control of your well-being. This sense of empowerment is crucial. Many older adults say this helps them feel looser not just physically, but emotionally. You stop being a victim of your aging body and start being a partner with it. You are working with your joints, listening to them, and caring for them. That shift in perspective is incredibly healing. Now, you might be thinking, what if I have bad days where even this feels like too much? And that is a very valid question. The beauty of this 2-minute habit is that it is scalable. On a good day, maybe you stand up and add some gentle knee bends or hip circles. On a bad day, maybe you do the entire routine lying flat on your back under the covers. That is perfectly okay. The goal is consistency, not intensity. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present. If all you can do today is wiggle your toes and take 3 deep breaths, then that is your victory for the day. Be kind to yourself. Your body responds much better to kindness and patience than it does to frustration and force. Most seniors never think about this, but this 2-minute habit is also a fantastic way to break up long periods of sitting during the day. We call it a morning habit, but really, it is a mobility snack you can use anytime. If you have been sitting in your recliner watching TV for an hour, your joints have started to settle again. Before you stand up to go to the kitchen, do the routine. Roll the ankles, shrug the shoulders, twist the spine gently. It takes 2 minutes, but it prepares you to stand up with more stability and less groaning. It is a safety check. By reconnecting with your body before you move, you reduce the risk of trips and falls because you are awake and aware of how your legs are feeling in that moment. Here's where it gets interesting regarding the long-term benefits. You might not feel a miraculous change on day one. You might feel a little better, a little looser, but the real magic happens over time. Think of it like compound interest. 2 minutes a day doesn't seem like much, but over a month, that is an hour of dedicated joint care. Over a year, it is over 12 hours of therapeutic movement that you wouldn't have done otherwise. This cumulative effect gently signals your body to maintain its range of motion. Use it or lose it is a real concept, but use it doesn't mean you have to lift heavy weights. It just means you have to explore the range of motion you have so that your brain knows you still need it. But this next step is the key to making the habit sustainable. Make it enjoyable. Do not treat it like a chore or a medical prescription. Maybe you do your 2-minute routine while listening to your favorite song. Maybe you do it while looking out the window at the birds. Associate this time with something pleasant. If you enjoy it, you will do it. And if you do it, you will feel the benefits. Some people even find that doing this routine with a partner, maybe your spouse or a friend, makes it a fun way to connect. You can check in on each other. Did you do your 2 minutes today? It adds a layer of accountability and shared wellness that can be very motivating. Let's address the skepticism one more time, because I know it is there. You might be thinking, I've tried everything and nothing works. I hear you, and I honor that frustration. But often, we try things that are too aggressive or too difficult to maintain, so we quit before we see results. This 2-minute habit is designed to be the opposite. It is the floor of your wellness routine, the absolute minimum effective dose that is so easy, you can do it on your worst days. It is not a cure-all, and it won't turn back the clock to when you were 20, but it can make being 70, 80, or 90 feel significantly more comfortable. It is about maximizing the quality of the life you have right now. As we begin to wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought that I hope stays with you. Your body is an incredible vessel. It has carried you through decades of experiences, laughter, tears, and hard work. It deserves your gratitude, and it deserves these 2 minutes of care. If you have ever felt like your body is giving up on you, try to reframe that. Maybe it is just asking for a little more attention, a little more gentleness, and a little more lubrication. By committing to this simple habit, you are answering that call. You are telling your body, I am listening, and I am here to take care of you. Remember, start small. Tomorrow morning, before you rush to get up, just pause. Take those deep breaths. Rotate those ankles. Shrug those shoulders. Feel the difference between rising with intention versus rising with tension. Your body still has so much strength, so much wisdom, and so much life left in it. Small habits can make your days feel a little brighter, a little easier, and a lot more empowered. You have the power to change how your morning feels, 2 minutes at a time. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I truly hope this small tip brings a big difference to your daily comfort. If this video helped you or someone you love, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Are you going to try the 2-minute habit tomorrow morning? Let me know, and let's cheer each other on. Until next time, move gently, breathe deeply, and take good care of yourself.